Center for the Ethiopian Educational Information and Communication Technology presents Educational Satellite Television Programs.
Hello, teacher. Hello, students. Let us continue our study of chemical reactions and stoichiometry. In this lesson, we will learn about the combination reaction. A combination reaction is a kind of chemical reaction. It is also known as a synthesis or composition reaction. It is one of the 4 types of chemical reactions. The other 3 kinds are decomposition, single displacement, and double displacement. But in this lesson, we will focus on the combination reaction. A combination reaction is a reaction in which 2 or more substances combine to form a single substance. Makes sense? Combine, combination. In fact, a combination reaction can be the result of 3 types of combinations. 2 elements react to form a single compound. 2 compounds react to form a single compound. Or an element and a compound react to form a single compound. An example of 2 elements in a combination reaction is burning carbon completely in oxygen to produce carbon dioxide. The combination of 2 elements, carbon and oxygen, produce carbon dioxide. How about an example of 2 compounds in a combination reaction? Calcium oxide, which is another name for quicklime, combines with water to produce calcium hydroxide. An example of an element and a compound in a combination reaction: oxygen, an element, combines with water, a compound, to produce hydrogen peroxide. Let us perform our first activity of this lesson. I would like you, students, to answer these 2 questions. First, Is a combination reaction usually an exothermic or an endothermic process? And second, why exactly do you believe it is one of these reactions and not the other? In other words, why do you believe it is an exothermic reaction as opposed to an endothermic reaction, or an endothermic reaction instead of an exothermic reaction? Please go ahead and think about the answers to those questions.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, everyone. Were you able to come up with answers to those two questions? Good for you. Combination reactions are usually exothermic reactions. Why? Because when a bond forms between the two elements, two compounds, or the element and the compound, heat is released. We describe combination reactions using this general equation. A plus B produces AB. The reactants A and B are elements or compounds. The product AB is the compound that is produced by the combination reaction. Straightforward stuff. Here is how we use that equation to describe some common combination reactions. In this one, water and carbon dioxide combine to form carbonic acid. Here, sodium oxide combines with water to produce sodium hydroxide. Here, lithium combines with oxygen to form lithium oxide. Here, hydrogen combines with chlorine to produce hydrogen chloride. And in this one, magnesium burns in oxygen to form magnesium oxide. In fact, when magnesium metal burns in air to produce magnesium oxide, this specific combination reaction is so intensely bright that it is used to produce flares. Let us pause now and perform our second activity of this lesson. What I would like you to do, students, is to write out equations for each of the following combination reactions. Ammonia is added to hydrogen chloride to produce ammonium chloride. Hydrogen is burned in the air, or oxygen, to produce water. Sulfur is burned in the air to produce sulfur dioxide. Barium metal and fluorine gas is combined to produce salt barium fluoride. Please go ahead and write out what you think equations for each of these combination reactions might look like.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, everyone. Were you able to write the equations for each of these combination reactions? Good work. Let us go through them together. Here is the equation for ammonia added to hydrogen chloride to produce ammonium chloride. Hydrogen burned in oxygen to produce water looks like this. Here is sulfur burned in the air to produce sulfur dioxide. And barium metal and fluorine gas combine to produce salt barium fluoride. For the third activity of this lesson, please watch your screen. After you have watched the combination reaction take place, I would like you to answer the following questions. First, what compound was produced by the combination reaction? Second, how would you write out the equation of the reaction? And third, was this an exothermic or an endothermic reaction? Please go ahead and watch, and then answer the questions.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, everyone. That was quite a reaction. Were you able to answer the questions? Good for you. The compound produced by the combination reaction of iron and sulfur is iron sulfide. Of course, it needed a little help from some heat. The formula for this reaction is this. And this combination reaction is an exothermic reaction because it releases heat. That is all for this lesson, students. You learned about combination reactions. Good work. Until next time, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students.